I think two things. First, last season was last season. We have to forget that now because we live in the future. We live now. Now we have to perform.
That's fighting talk, Eric. If you're going to deliver on that kind of message at United, you'll need some reinforcements. Check the table if you don't believe us. In this video, we look at 12 players United could sign to stop the rot. Let's dive straight in. United have to address their midfield. McTominay is capable, but he can't do it alone. Declan Rice could be the answer to all of Ten Hag's prayers. Intelligent, athletic, and increasingly adept at breaking the lines, he would bring defensive stability and provide options going the other way. 23 years old and English, he fits the United profile. West Ham's recent exploits in Europe suggest he's capable of performing at the highest level. There are, however, two obstacles. West Ham will likely demand 190 million of Ten Hag's 260 million budget, and Rice might consider this a sideways move. The combination of these factors makes this one complicated and unlikely, but not impossible. 30 goals and 20 assists in 45 games this season suggest PSG lost their minds when they waved goodbye to Nkunku. Nkunku's swashbuckling style certainly fits the United mold. At 24, there's every chance he has another gear to find. There are some indicators that suggest this deal is possible. If the player were to become available, United would likely be able to meet the club's and the player's demands. Rangnick has strong ties to RB Leipzig and will be able to present a convincing argument that he knows how to get the best out of the Frenchman. Nkunku's agent, Penny Sahavi, has links at United after facilitating the deal that brought Rio Ferdinand to Old Trafford. Watch this space. 178 EPL goals means Kane would come with something of a guarantee. Signing England's captain and a rival's talisman would be quite the scalp. But it won't be easy. Kane's protracted and unsuccessful move to City shows Tottenham chairman Daniel Levy hasn't lost his teeth. If they didn't bite at 160 million, it's unclear what they would accept, and whether Ten Hag would see value in the deal. Kane's evolving role as a playmaker could suit United given the speed they can put out on the flanks. However, there may be doubt as to whether Kane, now 28, can still be that explosive number 9 if called upon. Dutch international Timber is 20 years old. Within United's budget, comfortable at fullback, center half, and midfield, he knows the new boss. Ticks a lot of boxes. Timber is a regular in Ten Hag's Ajax team that has already kept 23 clean sheets this term. Suggestions are, he has the personality to be the sort of leader United lacks. He dares to speak out immediately and he has not been shy in the dressing room. Those are important qualities to get far. However, not everyone is convinced. Dutch legend Ruud Gullit fears he may struggle in the Premier League. I think Timber is a very good player, but whether he can be a defender in England, I have my doubts about whether he is a good defender. Gullit also thought it wise to drop Alan Shearer, so the jury is out on that one. After 137 games, Neves is a proven Premier League player. He was so dominant for Wolves at Old Trafford this season. He has already shown he has what it takes to thrive at the Theatre of Dreams. Intelligent, committed, and capable of playing in an expensive system, the Portuguese midfielder won't be short of admirers in Manchester. The fact that the 25-year-old represents a cheaper alternative to Rice may heighten his appeal. Wolves manager Bruno Lage has suggested the Midlands club would struggle to turn down a serious offer. It's not just about Wolves. In these days, which club can refuse a proposal of 80, 90, or 100 million pounds? This one could have legs. We know Ten Hag is an admirer of the 19-year-old Dutch midfielder because he's already selected him 40 times this season. Gravenberch boasts technique, composure, and quick feet. He's as comfortable playing out from the back as he is making things happen in the final third. And that's without mentioning the fact he stands at 188 centimeters tall. Gravenberch's contract is up in 2023, which means Ajax might be motivated to sell. Bayern have already offered the Amsterdam club a take it or leave it offer worth around 25 million. United could better the deal though, and would expect Ten Hag to be a huge draw. The 22-year-old Uruguayan's name is everywhere at present. Hardly surprising given the forward has found the net 33 times this term. United already have a bona fide striker in the ranks, but at 37, Ronaldo's Old Trafford future remains uncertain. Nunez's age means United could find a way for both to coexist for a season before the younger man takes the reins. This scenario may appeal to both the club and its fans. Whether it appeals to Ten Hag is anyone's guess. The fact that Nunez isn't lacking suitors means United may have to act this summer or miss out for good. 22-year-old Tchouaméni would bring pace, power, and tenacity to United's midfield. If previous form is anything to go by, you can expect him to be more responsible on the ball than some of the others who have tried and failed in that position. Naming no names here, Paul. As adept at breaking up the play as he is at recovering his position, he could be the answer to United's chronic lack of structure. However, Chelsea, Juventus, and Real Madrid have all expressed an interest. Tchouaméni may also prefer to stay at Monaco for a bit longer. AS Monaco is a very big French club with a wonderful history. Today I am very happy to be part of this great club. Operative word being today. The Moroccan Mazraoui has excelled under Ten Hag at Ajax. At 24, the right back fits the profile manager and club are likely to target. Mazraoui may represent a more complete package than United's current options. A competent defender, he has been integral to Ten Hag's miserly Ajax back line. A daring fullback, he has contributed 5 Eredivisie goals this season. Mazraoui is already out of talks this summer and ready to walk for free. Bayern appear confident of securing his services. United would have to act quickly if they believe he is the answer to their woes. Phillip's stock rose dramatically during Euro 2020, as his absurd performances showed the world what Leeds already knew. The guy's a really good footballer. Young, English, and experienced in the Premier League, it's not hard to see why United would be interested. The recent upheaval at Leeds and the scars of a difficult season mean a deal may be possible. Ten Hag might have reservations about whether Phillips is as dynamic as some of the other midfield options on the table. A reported $80 million price tag could prove unpalatable. As a lifelong Leeds fan, Phillips may also find the idea of crossing the Pennines to join arch-rival United repugnant. 22-year-old Brazilian wideman Antony has thrived under Ten Hag at Ajax. Every player under his guidance becomes a better footballer. With 12 goals and 10 assists in 33 appearances this term, Antony has shown he has what it takes to change games. The fact that United like a dazzling winger more than most makes this deal appealing to all parties. His presence in the Seleção during a World Cup year means the club has a decision to make. Act now and accept to make time or wait until after the World Cup and face stiff competition. There's little to suggest United couldn't make this happen if Ten Hag wanted it. He does, however, have options in this position. So I've nearly made it to the end, but before we reveal the last name, let's look out at a few that missed out, like Salzburg's Karim Adeyemi. Rangnick's ties to the RB group mean United would have their foot in the door. However, the youngster appears set to join Dortmund or Bayern. Or how about another Ajax star, Edwin van der Sar? So United couldn't play him, but he might be able to sort out the mess in the boardroom. Just an idea. On to the last name we think may be of interest to Ten Hag.
Let's take a look at the facts, shall we? United need a dominant center half. Pau Torres was on the club's radar last year and is still now, according to Manchester Evening News. It all seems so simple, but dig beneath the surface and things get complicated. Torres is currently under contract until 2024 and has a release clause of $64 million. We mustn't forget, United's budget of $260 million can only stretch so far. Plus they need to shed the weight in that position, notably in the case of Eric Bailly and Phil Jones. Two important factors could tip the balance. The player wouldn't be averse to a move, and nor would the club. That could make all the difference.
So there you have it. 12 players Ten Hag could sign to transform Manchester United. Think there's someone we missed? Reckon these targets are unrealistic? Let us know in the comments. And remember, he's a manager, not a magician. All this talk of high-profile transfers got you hungry for more? Check out this video on the 8 players who ruined their careers by signing for United. Keep your eyes peeled for another of Ten Hag's Ajax disciples.